What's poppin', Ames High? I'm Jonathan Watt.
And I'm Emily Wingert.
This month, we'll be looking into a fast-growing club here at Ames High,
Be interviewing one of Ames High's model seniors.
and we'll be asking AHS students all about fall.
All this and more on this month's edition of AHS
Shout!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
At the forefront of Ames High's new student groups, members of Sacre are standing for what they believe in.
We sat down with some of the leaders of Sacre to discuss their plans for the future.
So Sacre stands for Students Advancing Civil Rights Education. Our goals are to educate and empower. We're trying to empower those students of color in that we are not less than anyone and we can achieve anything that we set our mind to, whatever the goal may be. We are also trying to educate the masses in our experiences as students of color at Ames High in a setting like what this is.
So we saw this club as a necessary space for people of color to come and be able to talk about their issues and just be able to, relate to one another. And so yeah, I see Ames High as a leader in diversity because we live in an extremely diverse town, and I think it's our responsibility to help other areas of the state that maybe aren't so diverse to embrace diversity and empower those who have historically been marginalized.
We also want to advocate for our students and our club members, to be specific. We think that a lot of them don't have a voice or are afraid to use their voice, so we just want to help them with some things that might not be fair and stuff. We also are working on elementary schools, like specifically mentoring minorities in elementary schools and helping just empower them and give them confidence.
Okay, so Sacre meets plus period on Fridays in the multi-purpose room. There's a lot of spots that fill up quickly, and we want to get everybody in for the discussion. Spence is the sponsor for the club, and he's never sponsored a club before, so it's a really big deal. Everybody should come out. It's a good time.
Hi, I'm Lydia Spurgeon, and I'm a senior at Ames High. At Ames High, I've been involved with DECA, and I'm also a state officer for DECA. I'm co-president of Elementary School Quiz Bowl, and I'm a cheerleader. I do winter cheer, and I've also gotten the honors to do Shrine Bowl and All-Stars. I'm involved with Student Council and National Honor Society. I joined Bee Club last year with Deeksha. I've done swimming, and I've also done tennis. So the thing about Ames High specifically is that you could have the chance to make an experience out of every day. I remember more more good things from the days here at Ames High than I do of bad days. And if I had to pick a favorite of activities or of times that I've been here at Ames High, I'd have to say that joining the swim team my senior year has made the biggest impact on my life. And it's had more of an impact on me than most people would be able to understand. I've always wanted to do swimming, but I didn't try to do it until my senior year. But I wasn't able to swim as much as I wanted to because of a concussion and some other complications. My teammates and coaches were always really supportive and asking me when I'd be able to get back in the water. And some 60 girls on a swim team felt like a family of 5, and that's how close people tried to get to you, and it was really exciting. Team dinners and bonding events will be something I remember, and I'll miss them a lot. I learned less about swimming than I did about life when I was in the pool. I learned that it doesn't matter what you're doing, it just matters how you're doing it. At Ames High, we have one of the most talented swim teams in the nation, and they also have a group of the most funny and kind girls. I've actually had a lot of teachers make an impact on me, including Mrs. Hales, Mr. Webb, Mrs. Seibert, Mr. John, who I didn't even have as a teacher. He's just a really great guy. Mr. Stevens, and both the Schmaltzes. But most of all, I'd have to say that Mrs. Jurgensen has impacted my time here at Ames High. She's really entertaining and outgoing, and it's always fun to have an in-depth conversation about life with. She can be a handful sometimes, like in class when she gets on a tangent, but she makes class really enjoyable and makes me want to go to Spanish every day. It's also really inspiring to see all the teachers here, especially Mrs. Jurgensen, just loving what they do every day, and it makes me have the desire to enjoy my own career that much as well. So I didn't join DECA until last year, so my junior year, but I ended up being elected as a state officer. I joined because I knew Mrs. Hales from teaching her daughter Sunday school, and she said, "You should come to DECA, Lydia." And I was like, "Okay, I guess I can try." And I ended up loving it, and it has taken me to the state officer position, which is a really big honor. You run at state, and you have to give a speech, which is really scary. But then you can get elected, and then you get to organize all of the conferences that we have at the state level, and you get chances to go to ICDC, which is the International Career Development Conference, and that's hosted in different places. Last year it was Anaheim, California, which was really cool for me because I've never seen the beaches, and we got to go to a beach. And this year it's in Atlanta, Georgia. So being involved there has helped me develop my abilities in the business world, and has also helped me pick a career in the business world. So that's why I'll be going to Iowa State. Well, high school would not have been the same for me if I had not been involved with sports and extracurricular activities. I didn't do a whole lot my freshman year, and I can tell you that I remember almost nothing from my first year in high school other than some cheer-related memories from my first year on the cheer squad. I didn't start getting involved a little bit until my sophomore year when I joined student council, and most of the memories I have from sophomore year were also related to student council and sports, and a little bit A-Push. A-Push is memorable. But it wasn't until my junior year that I actually started getting involved in doing as much as I could possibly handle, and I can tell you that I've had the most memorable experiences from the clubs I've been in. At Ames High, you have over like 100 different activities that you could choose from, and I can't say that I'd recommend a single one to a freshman because clubs are one of those things where you want to find something that suits you, and each person here is different, which is why that not only do we have over 100 activities, we also have the option to make new ones. But I would say that you should get involved with something you're interested in now, or maybe something that is out of your comfort zone, and you may discover something new about yourself and meet new people, because it's not going to be the facts that you remember after you graduate, or the people necessarily, it's going to be the impacts that certain decisions you made are going to have on your life, and having over 100 options to choose from is going to make a huge difference in who you become in your future. I'm Lydia Spurgeon, and I'm a senior at Ames High School.
Hi, this is Braden Bergen with Man on the Street, and this month's question is, what is your favorite part of fall?
Favorite part of fall is that it's all colorful and a little bit cold, but that's what jackets are for.
The leaves changing.
Warm, snuggly blankets.
Soccer.
Thanksgiving.
The leaves falling.
I love Halloween. People who dress up on Halloween.
The red leaves. Kind of cool.
Specifically the red ones.
Yeah, just the red ones. Shamelessly wearing these Halloween socks.